Hey guys, in this video we are going to talk about ways to collect data. So this entire note entry is going to be a lot of vocabulary words and an example to go along with it. So the first way that one could collect data is probably the most popular type. It's called a survey. So when someone does a survey, they ask questions of a group of people and record the results. Data are from responses given by a sample of the population. So remember, a sample is just a smaller group of people that represent the entire population. So this is used to make a general conclusion about the population. Now let's give an example. All right, so I could ask students in the class if they felt the extra review helped to prepare them for the test. In other words, I could ask not everybody in the class or everybody in all of my classes, but a few people from each class and ask them how they felt about the extra review and whether or not they felt that it prepared them more for the test. And then based on the responses that I get from those people, I could make a general conclusion about whether or not the extra review was beneficial for the entire population, which would be all the students in my class. The second way that you can collect data is an observational study. So observational means watch. So you would be watching, or you would watch naturally occurring events and record the results. Data are recorded after just observing the sample. So there's really no interaction going on between the sample and the person who is collecting the data. So this is used to compare reactions and draw a conclusion about responses of the population. So let's take that same idea about the extra review and how students did on a test. And for observation, what I would do is set out an extra review and observe which students pick up the review. I would then compare test results of students with and without the extra review. So here I'm just watching to see which students pick up the extra review, and then take a look at their test scores and compare it to the students who did not pick up the extra review. Finally, the last one is an experiment, where you would conduct an experiment and record the results. Again, that's used to make general conclusions about what will happen during an event. Okay, so going with the same idea, the way that this would be different is that I would assign half the class an extra review and half the class no extra review. I would then compare the results of the test. So here we have basically the same idea, trying to decide if an extra review is beneficial for students to do well on a test, but 3 different ways that you can collect your data to decide or make a general conclusion about the population. And that's it. Those are the 3 ways that you can collect data.